Good morning. I'm back in Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood expansion. It is Sunday morning now, July the 2nd, as I continue this adventure, this impromptu, informal, unedited adventure. I'm wearing different. I'm trying to wear earbuds instead of the big closed ear headphones I was wearing yesterday because they kind of get on my nerves after a while. So, and now it sounds weird when I talk. I can hear myself in my head. So yeah, we are here in this place, which is called Suinosato, something like that. And we have arrived here because we are looking for a thing for the turtle people. What are they called? Kidjin? Something like that. They asked us to find this thing so that we could then enlist their help against the Empire. Something along those lines. So I guess I'm just gonna jump right into this. I wasn't really expecting to play more of the main scenario this morning. I was actually gonna do some other things like level an alternative job or something. But what I realized while I was standing here, that if I teleported out of here, it would not be very easy to get back to this spot. I mean, there's no teleport here, obviously. I guess I would have to teleport here and then quote-unquote fly back over here. So anyway, I just decided that I would continue with the main scenario until at least I got to a point where there was a nearby aetheryte crystal that I could get back to easily. So this is going to be a pretty low-key video. I think I talked to her already. Maybe I should, instead of doing main scenario, I'm just going to walk around and talk to people in this place. Sayo. There's a lot of kids in this place. A lot of children. Sayo, what are you doing? Hey, miss, what is the surface like? Is it a nice place, or is it scary? Do you have seaweed that grows up to the skies? Or do you have... Okay, yeah, you asked too many questions. Let's go someplace else. Enclave Merchant. A standard merchant that I can buy many things from. Hey, mine. Mine. With these Aru, you can never tell whether they're a child or an adult, especially the females, because they're all about 4 feet tall, and you can't really tell. The Kojin of the Red have become even more aggressive of late. It has caused our people no end of trouble. If only they were a bit more like their amicable cousins in Tamamizu, perhaps we would not have to suffer so. Perhaps not. Let's repair our gear while we're here. Thank you. Tosetsu, you are staring at some plans or something. If I may ask, what brings you to our humble village, madame? It is not every day that we receive visitors from the surface. Well, I would explain, but you turned away from me back to your plans, so... no explanations for you. It's neat how the shadows of the fish keep coming over the, on the ground down here. Well, this is an interesting group. There's an Aru painted all red here. And one not painted red. What is this fellow doing? Saizu, I am currently in the middle of delegating fishing tasks. Unless what you have to say is of great import, pray come and find me later. Okay, I guess he has quests that he gives out later. Oh, another child. Closely paying attention to a samurai. Why is this guy following me around? Oh dear. What have my sons done this time? See, yeah, I never would have guessed that that was an adult. Just from looking at this scene. But, yeah, she's a full-grown adult Aru. Motsu is staring at fish. I could have sworn there were at least 2 fish left on this line. Did someone sneak off with them? Well, there's 2 fish in the barrel. I think... I know what happened. They fell off the line and fell into the barrel. That's what happened. All you have to do is, like, look down a little bit, and you'll see that they're in the barrel there. That's all you have to do. Alright, I guess we've looked around enough. Let's go finish with the... continue with the story here. It won't be finished for many, many hours to come. Alright, had a sip of coffee. Let's go. Lise. Everywhere we go, it's the same. Go away, we don't want any. You'd think I'd be used to it by now, but some stupid part of me just can't help hoping for the best. I think I said that before. Alright, Alice. And so it continues. Another village, another deaf ear. Clearly, Girabanya is not the only place with walls. I'm starting to wonder if this was all a huge mistake. Kosetsu couldn't have known we would take this long. I only hope he's still alive. This is why you shouldn't have encouraged him to leave. I still think that was a bad decision, Alice. What do we want? I guess I'm gonna get the Lancer's arm. That's the only one that I can really even use. Cutscene. Meanwhile, in the tavern of Asari...
I tire of this filthy tavern, and its still filthier clientele.
"'Tis scant reward for your treachery, aye. A painted woman of your rich experience deserves a better class of customer.
Oh, Name-calling. Is that what we've been reduced to?
Orphan of the Nayuri. Widow of Sashihai. What joy it must have brought you to be revenged upon us all.
Not enough. Not nearly enough. My appetite for your agony is as an abyss. Bottomless. Insatiable. Before you die, you will cry and beg and prostrate yourself upon the earth. You will crawl on your belly through the muck and the piss and debase yourself for my amusement. All of you. But you think you are made of sterner stuff? Rather than have him beat you, mayhap I should have my oaf go and fetch your master's head. Oh, poor Lord Cayenne. Kami rest his soul. Noble leader of a fallen nation. A fine puppet he made for the Viceroy. For a time. 25 years he was content to serve his masters as a dog. And then everyone had to rise up and get themselves killed. Tell me, how did it feel to fail him that day? To live with the disgrace of his death? Not that you were a stranger to living with disgrace, of course. In the what was it? 25 years since you were humiliated and tossed into an imperial jail? You had plenty of time to get used to it. Oh yes, I heard the stories. About the samurai who would do anything to return to his master's side, even if it meant pledging his blade to his sworn enemy. They say he walked with death, that he slew 1,000 men in the Empire's name. Truly a tale for the poets.
I do not deny my sins, but I will not be reproached by the likes of you.
Oh, I mean not to reproach you, but to praise you. You're a survivor, samurai. Just like me. So, let us not dwell on the past, you and I, and instead give thought to the future. To wit, I would ask you again to help me resolve this vexing matter of Doma's missing heir. Living or dead, it makes no difference, really. But the Garleans are most insistent that we put this problem behind us. And I know you helped him flee. So tell me, what became of Lord Hien?
To my dismay, the details escape me at present. Mayhap your dog could jog my memory.
Get on with it, and mark me, brute. There is no limit to how far you can fall.
Of all the bloody stupid... Oh!
When I get back to Eorzea, I'm gonna find that little shite, and I'm gonna make her pay.
Yikes. Yikes. Okay, hold on a second. I gotta switch headphones. I don't know if it recorded that way or what, but I could barely hear the voices in that cutscene. I don't know if they were quiet. I don't know if that was a bug or just my headphones were weird or what. So yikes. Gosetsu is having quite some trouble there. In darkness, the Magatama dreams. Oh, we're gonna get a new bow. Alice Sai tells you all you need to know about her state of mind. We seem to have reached an impasse, and to make matters worse, every solution I can think of will only take more time. I don't suppose you have any ideas, do you, Tia? I don't want to ask the villagers. Let's find some red Kojin and encourage them to talk. We find some red Kojin and encourage them to talk. Meow, 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 meow. Heh. I thought of administering a little encouragement. The thought of administering a little encouragement does have its appeal, but I would need to be convinced that the red Kojin knew anything before resorting to violence. You're the ones who came from above, yes? If we could have a moment of your time. Oh, who said that? Ihanami. Mine apologies. I did not mean to startle you. My name is Ihanami, and this is my wife, Unagi. We were wondering, have you any news from Doma? If so, we should like very much to hear it. Why, may I ask? If you must. Our daughter fought in the rebellion. We have heard naught from her since. 'Twould be too much to hope that you know of her, but her name is Yugiri. Yugiri! Gasp! Kami be praised. She lives. Well, last time we saw her, she might not be living now. We're looking for her too, actually, but I'm sure she's all right. We had no idea she hailed from Sui no Sato. How did she come to serve Doma as a shinobi? It all began when she was a little girl. She and another child crept out of the village, having grown curious about the outside world. To Doma they went, where they met a young boy, a proud son of Yanxia. His tales of imperial oppression left a lasting impression on her. When she returned, she spoke passionately of the Doman's plight and urged us to take the boy in. But my wife and I would not hear of it. We thought the matter closed, but she never forgot his words. She became convinced that the Garleans would one day come for us, and it was in search of the strength to defend us that she left, years later, to learn the ways of the shinobi. When the then Ruby Princess learned of this, she forbade Yugiri's return, lest she bring misfortune to us all. We protested the judgment, but there was naught we could do, and so our daughter, who wanted only to keep her people safe. Surely there is something we can do for these people. They who gave her aid and succor when no other would. It's always aid and succor. It's never just aid. Always aid and succor. I am but a humble stonemason, But if it is the Yasakane no Magatami you seek, if it is the oh my god. But let me start over. I am but a humble stonemason, but if it is the Yasakane no Magatame you seek, I may yet be of assistance to you. The jewel is known to possess an unusual property. To the naked eye it is as jade, but when bathed in a particular light, it shimmers with a divine resplendence. I have mined similar materials before. To find them, one must use these lamps. They cast an invisible light, under which the stones sparkle. In the deepest depths they are invaluable. There is a sunken ship to the east. Though the currents may have spirited away her cargo, you should begin your search there. Thank you. Thank you very much. We will do just that. I hope you find that which you seek. I only wish there was something more we could do to assist you. Know that you will be in my prayers. And when next you see our daughter, pray tell her not a day goes by that her parents and her brothers do not think of her. We will, I promise. Oh. Okay, we got through that reading. Okay, we have one more reading to do. May the Kami speed you on your journey. I would so dearly like to hear more of your adventures with my daughter, but I understand time is of the essence. Go now and use the lamps as I told you. Ah, but beware that their light only shines for short periods. Okay. Oh, there's an unlock over here, the Palace of Lost Souls. Is that a dungeon? Oh, now they all have quests to give me around here. Kurenai. Oh, it's just an aether current. Oh, fine. Let's do an aether current. Kurenai is staring intently at you. You are a woman from above. I am Kurenai, sister to the Ruby Princess, the ruler of these seas. Your bearing bespeaks a strength and courage few possess. I have been waiting for one such as yourself to arrive. Though not many know it, the Ruby Princess's life currently hangs in the balance. Oh! A few days ago, a man cloaked in black visited Shisui of the Violet Tides. He claimed he had come to bestow a blessing of holy protection upon the palace. The incantation he muttered, however, instead drew forth a terrible spirit, which took possession of my sister's body. Not long after, similar wraiths of the void began to surge forth, overtaking the palace and the souls of her nearby gods. Shiosai immediately evacuated everyone, and has since banned any entry or exit to the palace. Officially, the Ruby Princess is conducting a private ceremony. None but Shisui and I know the truth. Shiosai and I. We have sealed Shisui of the Violet Tides away in a dome of water to prevent any of the wraiths within from escaping. However, it will not hold for much longer. Shiosai grows more convinced by the hour that we must destroy the dome and everyone within it, including my sister. I beseech you, woman of the land, lend unto me your might. Please, find a way to save her. I will see that she is kept from danger. Meow 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 meow. Thank you, truly. I know not what I would have done had you said no. Now please follow me. We must go speak with Shiosai. I must meet with him to ensure he does not act prematurely and do something we will all regret. Okay. Let's go. Drinking coffee like by the gallon. Shiosai. All these names are very similar. It's kind of confusing. You are? Chirp chirp. Oh yeah. I had done his voice before, but I don't know what I did. New voice. Sorry, can't get my throat clear. Princess, what brings you here? The thing about the Ruby Princess and my sister and this and that. My Grace, you must realize how incredibly dangerous it was of you to entrust another with our secrets, much less a newcomer whose intentions we know not of. What other choice did I have? Shiosai, you and I both know the dome is about to shatter. Would you have me sooner sacrifice my sister than turning to outside help? And you think that this woman has some hidden power, capable of delivering Suinosatu from untold disaster? Well, I am the warrior of light, you know. Yes, I do. I realize it is not in your nature to ask for help, but, like it or not, there is little else we can do. No outcome could be worse than losing the Ruby Princess. Even you must realize we only stand to gain by requesting this woman's aid. Well... All right. You are right, Princess. Very well. I will give your friend until the next high tide to rescue Her Highness. If she fails, however, as my duty requires of me, I shall be relinquishing mine own life to bring down the dome, along with everything in it. Remember, my Grace, should it come to this, you shall be the one to inherit the throne. Well, okay. She has no expression for that. Here, take this scroll. It will permit you to pass into Shisui of the Violet Tides unharmed. I presume you are aware of where it is located? Not to worry, I shall show her there. The palace lies just beyond the turquoise trench. Before we leave, however, there is one last thing I must share with you. I was not entirely truthful in everything I have told you. Huh? Do tell. It is nothing that affects our current predicament, but it is nevertheless a lie I mean to set straight once this is all over. Forgive me. If it was something I could tell you now, I would. Okay. She must really be the Ruby Princess. That's gotta be what it is. It's not her sister that we're going to save. It's well, yeah. It's something like that, I'm sure. Alright, I'll be back in a second. Alright, I have refreshed my coffee, taken care of the dog. Now, I but need to figure out where to go next. Okay, so I have to go out into the water, obviously. Am I gonna get a flying manta ray? I'm a little confused here, actually. Let's jump in the water with my chocobo. No, chocobo can't swim. That's kind of an odd transition. Oh, what the? Chocobo can swim. What? I'm totally confused. I had no idea my chocobo could swim. Okay, here we go. We're flying underwater. With our chocobo. Alice? Oh, okay, that's the main quest. I don't want to do the main quest. Where's... Oh, I need to go all the way over here. The sword in the stone. No, that's not right. Where am I going? Holy crap, I gotta go all the way out here? Whoa, okay, let's go. This is quite an adventure. We're gonna unlock the whole map here. Such jaunty music. Whoa. The turquoise trench. Wow. Wait. Whoa, what does that mean? Am I going too deep? What do those bubbles mean? Oh, that's a boundary. Wow, this is deep. Whoa, I gotta take a screenshot of this. That worked out perfectly. Whoa. Hey, here's Kurenai. I'm swimming too. We're all swimming. These are the gates to the palace. Inside are the Ruby Princess and her guards. Sorry about that. I thought my dog had gone to a different room to settle down, but then she walked right back in here. Thank you, Tia. Though he might not show it, Shiosai is secretly very grateful to you, too. The thought of having to kill the Ruby Princess, however indirectly, has been tormenting him. Now, there is not much time left. Let us make our way in. You have the scroll of entry, correct? Remember, you will be unable to pass through the gates without it. Ooh, Shiosai of the Violet Tides now accessible. Oh, it's a dungeon. What? What the what? I was not expecting that. Okay, well, I'm not going to do that now. Maybe... Well, yeah, I mean, the dungeon will be in a separate video, that's for sure. So at least I have that unlocked. So, I don't know, maybe I'll do that later today. Maybe I can find some free company people to help with that. Oh, it looks like that's... Well, I was going to say that's my first optional dungeon. But when they put a... Wait, I'm having trouble going directly up. I can't seem to go... Control space, is that it? Oh, okay, so if I just do jump, I go straight up. No matter. Yeah, so I'll do that dungeon in a different video, and somehow I will capture the cutscenes and resolve that quest sometime in the future. Oh, looks like a shark over there. Can you fight underwater? There's no mobs, really, so... It does sort of suggest that you can't fight. Okay, where'd everybody go? There they are. Oy, I'm having difficulty with my phlegm this morning. It's because I talked too much yesterday. Lise, what are you looking at? Leave this area to me. Okay. I'll leave you alone. If this wreck is the selfsame vessel of which Soroban spoke, then if the gods are good, the Magatama is nearby. Ready your lamp and see your eyes open, Tia. We're going to need to take this slowly. Move too fast, and we risk overlooking something. To find the Yasakani no Magatama, you will need to search the area marked on your map. Use your lamp to pinpoint the precise location of the treasure and claim it. How do I use said lamp? Enchanted lamp. Use. You raise your lamp high, but notice naught out of the ordinary. I wonder if there's any visual cues that I could find. It's probably at the edge of this circle. Oh, this blue thing looks suspicious. I don't know. Alright, I need to put this... Oh, okay, it's up here. There, peeping out from beneath a fine layer of sand, you spy something shimmering. Shimmering object. I guessed correctly. I have obtained the Yasakani no Magatama. Haha, Lise, I got it before you. Leave this area to me. Haha, you'll not find anything. I swear, looking for a needle in a haystack would be quicker. Gosetsu will have died of old age by the time we finish. You haven't found anything, have you, Tia? As a matter of fact, I have found the Yasakani no Magatama. At least you think it's the Yasakani no Magatama. Not that you know for certain what it would look like. That's funny. This is it. The Yasakani no Magatama. Exactly as Soraban described it. It would seem that our fortunes have finally changed for the better. Yes, my fortunes have changed for the better because I get a new bow. A larch composite bow. Quest complete. And that also reminds me, I haven't looked at any of the gear that I've picked up lately. Let's put on... that. Oh, that's a weird looking bow. That does not look like a bow to me. It's one of those foldable bows that would never work in real life. Alright, I guess I'm gonna put on my new gloves of aiming and my new ruby cotton gambeson. Oh wow, that's rather form-fitting. Interesting. I'm starting to look like a ninja. Ninja cat person. Okay. Our item level is up to 261 now. 261. The gear does look a lot better in Stormblood, I have to say. So far. I was not fond of the Heavensward gear. Leveling gear, at least. Alright, let's start this new quest. The Whims of the Divine. As ever, Alice is eager to keep moving. Much as I would like to return and thank Yukiri's parents for their assistance, time is of the essence. I say we make for Tamamizu at once. Hold on to it for now, Tia. Once we arrive, present it to the Elder, and then we can finally learn how to deal with the Red Kojin. Ah, I didn't get to talk to Lise. Oh well. Alright, where are we going? The Whims of the Divine, where do we go? Oh, back to the Tamamizu. Alright, I will go back there, and then I will probably end this video. Oh, that's a perfect place to end, too, because it means it's right next to a aetheryte crystal. That means I can take a break from the main scenario quest and do some leveling of alts and save my voice a little bit. We're back. Tamamitsu. Alright, I will stop here, and the next time I pick up the main story, we'll be talking to Bunchin. It's possible I might do that dungeon before I get back to the main story. We will see. It just depends on how things go. It depends on my whims. So, that's all for now. See you later.